The infamously haunted Viaduct Tavern in London was recently explored by paranormal investigators Jeff, Phil, and Mark from the YouTube channel Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations. The viaduct, which has been in existence for hundreds of years, was constructed only a few yards from the infamous old Newgate prison, where thousands of criminals were put to death. A lady of the night named Kate sadly perished in a brothel on the 3rd floor of the bar. It's hardly surprising that over the years, tenants, employees, and even visitors have reported terrible paranormal activity given the building's lengthy and sinister past. However, the tavern has developed into a very well-liked neighborhood historical pub. The 3rd floor is where most of the reported supernatural activity has occurred. So, the Ghost Tech team there sets up many static cameras and starts their investigation there. The 3 investigators quickly begin to notice some odd noises coming from the floor directly above them.
As I stand on the stairs to the 4th floor, I hear footsteps above me on the floorboards. Here is the audio taken from Static Cam 5, which is located up on the 4th floor.
Hello. I can hear you.
On the 4th story of the Viaduct Tavern, one may hear the unsettling sound of someone strolling. The Ghost Tech team thinks they may be speaking with Kate, the lady of the night who tragically died there a long time ago. In order to conduct a spirit box session, Jeff, Phil, and Mark go up to the 4th level. What occurs next is very creepy.
If I knew your full name, I could look in the newspapers, the old newspapers, and find out what happened to the person that did that terrible thing to you. That's all I need from you, is your surname. So if I hold this out...
Guys?
Yeah?
Yeah. What we call?
Something's in that room. It just went past the window and I've got it on film. Something went across that window.
Kate?
Jeff records a dark figure moving fast in front of a window twice, while he's asking questions. Jeff immediately informs the crew of what he has seen, but they are unable to come up with a plausible explanation for the strange experience. The team captures several strange things that night in addition to this one. The 3 detectives start to hear weird, inaudible whispers as they return to the 3rd floor. After then, something occurs.
Jesus. Hey there! There was someone stood by me.
Okay.
There was someone stood right by me then. Oh, hang on a minute. That is the clearest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, calm down.
When Mark notices someone standing directly next to him, he almost jumps out of his skin. But as they turn around, they discover nobody. However, after reviewing their recorded footage, the Ghost team discovers that Mark did in fact film what he saw. Now that the footage has been slowed down, it can only be viewed briefly. However, as Mark turns around, a mysterious visage can be made out standing right next to him. Could Kate, the lady of the night who sadly perished inside the tavern, be this ghost? Or might it be the ghosts of those who were put to death where the tavern is now? Your choice. Joe's Castillo, a TikTok user, and his buddies frequently mountain bike after work on same forested paths close to the Mexican city of Oaxaca. Joe's and his friends set out on a trail they frequently use one evening after midnight. Once again, events take a horrific turn. Yuan's GoPro camera is taking pictures. When something occurs, he still gets chills over it. What did you see? Joe's swerves around something or someone that suddenly emerges out of nowhere. Slowed down and paused, the figure appears to be covered in a velvet garment that is enough permeable to reveal what appears to be a face. A very unsettling visage. Many of Joe's TikTok followers think he has the fabled weeding woman La Rana, an angry ghost from Mexican folklore who laments the death of her children in his hands. What do you believe this is, though? Please tell me. Since many years ago, Maine Kent Burris has been documenting all the weird ghostly phenomena occurring in his haunted house and sharing his stories on his YouTube channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. Kent shares some terrifying, previously unseen material in his most recent house-related YouTube documentary series. Kent now feels that the supernatural presence in his home has recently grown much nastier and more hostile. The haunting has gotten so bad that it now feels like the ghosts are deliberately trying to harm Kent. Kent records a terrifying message during a spirit box session.
What? What'd you say? What? What'd you say?
Threats are one thing, but what follows is beyond horrifying.
That's just weird.
Sudden flooding occurs in Kent's basement, and high voltage lines are coming into contact with the water. If Kent hadn't been so watchful of the frightening warnings he had earlier received, he is confident he may have lost his life. Kent encounters something that sends shivers down his spine while he's walking around the main floor of his house.
Oh, oh my God! What the hell? This frickin', I don't care if it's snowing. I'm in my house.
Kent appears to be being anticipated by a shadowy figure who is positioned at the top of the stairway case. Kent has had enough for a while and has just stepped outside and into a chilly Maine snow after being startled by the unexpected presence. The YouTube audience for Kent has watched several of his encounters, and paranormal organizations have even conducted their own private investigations. Everyone agrees that the house in Carmel, Maine is very haunted by a nasty spirit. What do you think, though? Please tell me in the comment section. The sender of the following video, who desires to remain anonymous, is a viewer. He states in his email that he's a member of the US military serving at a military US installation in Germany. He claims that two of his friends were on a routine patrol when they happened to stop by an eerie old German chapel. Now, this chapel was allegedly heavily haunted during the Second World War when it was under German military authority. The two soldiers are startled when they begin to hear strange sounds coming over their two-way radios as they explore the gloomy chapel.
If you couldn't tell, we were just standing at the top of the pews, basically, and our radios just started going off, and there was voices and like a lady whispering in it, I swear to God. And nobody said hot mic. Usually, because the desk radio can say hot mic over the, and it'll cut over it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't us, because we would have heard each other talking. You just send that stuff to Stan, dude.
The voices of adults can be made out after what appears to be a child's voice. Now, only military communication is permitted on the radio frequency they are using now. The two men are so unable to determine the source of these voices or what they are saying. They ponder of the possibility that it might be the ghosts of terrible people who perished during the Second World War. What do you believe these voices to be, though? What could they possibly be saying then? Tell me, what do you believe? An anonymous viewer who would like to remain unnamed got in touch with me to tell me about a terrifying circumstance he ran into late one night at an abandoned church in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. In his email, the viewer notes that he's a security guard assigned to properties where motion-activated alarms have been tripped. He receives a call late one night informing him that a motion alarm has been set off on the second floor of an eerie old church that has been abandoned. He notices anything suspicious when he gets there and starts recording.
Oh, man. Oh, what the f***? Oh, what the f***?
His images are very unsettling. From the second floor window, a little dark figure can be seen walking away. The security guard claims that before to this incident, he had checked all of the building's entrance doors and found that they were all securely closed. He quickly contacts the police to the area to look into. However, they discover no one inside and no access point. Let me know your opinions in the comments, but please don't give away the identity of the enigmatic sighting that was captured on video.